Hey, my name is Monday, and I'm making a full guide on the Night's Edge event, and I'm going to show you guys how to get a developer at MOAI. So guys, check the video out. My friendly owners made a video about the Night's Edge developer knives, and made a very good tutorial that I'm going to use it for the video. The link of his video will be out in the description if you want to look out for yourself. To join the event, you need to get your Roblox ID, and to get your Roblox ID, you need to go on the browser, then on your Roblox profile, and you get your ID on the URL. And then you need to reverse it. Imagine you have 12121212 as your ID. Just reverse that and it will be 21212121. Then enter it as a code and then you get a message saying run. And some colors might change, but that's because of the event. But when you apply the code, you should be teleported to the Night's Edge event map. Once you spawn in, you will find a ladder, and then you climb it up. And then you will find a cavern. You go inside the cavern, and then you go to the end of it, and click on the cube. The cube should turn green. Then go back, and you will see a change at a map, that a hole in the wall has appeared. Try going inside it, and now, when you're inside it, shoot at those little shaped code buttons in the wall in an order of red, blue, green, green, red, blue. After you do so, the door in front of you will disappear, and now you enter the danger zone, so the facility. There are jump scares now, so when you hear strange music, just don't turn around, please. Or else you will be killed and potentially get jump scared. Also, if you see ghosts, don't shoot it, or else you will die. So what you do now is find codes with the respective shape, and it has an order. So the order is circle, triangle, and square. When you go right past one of the sides, you will see a green message in a room. Like for example, the price today is a fire challenge. If that's it for you, congratulations, you are getting a firebrand. Every knife has its corresponding message. Mythical is Illumina, Blake is Zarkart, Chilly is Ice Dagger, Windy is Windforce, and Shadowy or Spooky is Ghostwalker. I still don't know what is the help message clue, but if you have it, let me know in the comments and do the rest of the video and tell me what you've gotten from it. You will also see crab-shaped collectibles on the ground. If you collect it, your skin will have a MILO unusual. MILO is a crab's name, by the way, if you didn't know. Cool fact. Once you find the numbers with a shape, you want to go to the end of the facility and put the code you're receiving. Imagine you got 4 triangle, 1 square, and 9 circle. Then it would be 941. The numbers are always randomized, so you cannot do it instantly. You need to find out what the code is. Once you put in the code, you will get into the maze. On the maze we go, and here is where the magic happens, because now what do you do? It's a very big maze from what you guys have seen before, but since step 5 isn't out yet, I'm gonna tell you guys how to get the randomized developer knife and how to get the MOAI knife, which will get you to the random developer knife. There's 2 keypads. There's a black door keypad and the random place keypad. You can open the big door if you want to, but there's nothing in there. In fact, there will be something when the big counter counts down to 0. The way you open it is by getting the green pinned codes and not the red ones. There are about 10 red pinned numbers and 3 green pinned numbers. Once you get the numbers, you can open the door using the order you use at the start. So for example, 7 square, 3 circle, 5 triangle. It would be 3, 5, 7. When you open it, you just will see an infinite space section with a big countdown in it. And now for the developer knives, what you need to do is get MOAI knife. So to do that, you need to hug the right wall. So you're in the start of the maze, you need to hug the right wall. So stick on the right wall, don't stop sticking to it until you reach the clock. Once you reach the clock, you will need to wait for the clock to hit 12 or 13 or whatever number there is. Once it hits, you need to shoot the white part of the clock until you hear the money sound effect. Once you hear it, you reset and go to the main menu. Once you're in the main menu, what you want to do is equip the MOAI knife. It should appear there. And if it doesn't, you got to do the whole process again. Then once you have it equipped, you gotta put the code again, so it's your ID but reversed. And you need to do the facility process all over again. So you gotta do the cave process and the facility process. When you're back in the maze, hug or stick, whatever you wanna call it, to be honest. Stick to the left wall. This is kind of a long process, but don't be fooled by the big door keypad. Because when you're gonna get to the wall keypad, it will go through the big door keypad. Once you see it, just stick to the left wall and keep going. Once you've reached the keypad placed on the wall, you want to type 250971. This code will say okay, but if you don't have the MOAI equipped, so the MOAI melee equipped, it will say no. To go back and finding the code, you will need to stick to the right wall now and do the process for another 10 minutes. Once you finish the facility, you need to find a code. Sometimes the code is 8 digits and sometimes the code can be 9 digits. It just depends on the place though. The code can be in front of the facility door from when you come back from the maze. It can be found on the facility walls, so you gotta search through the whole facility. It can be found in the walls in the houses that spawn, and it also can be found in a wall when climbing up in a ladder next to a house. The code cannot be where you would have gotten the pork kill effect, which is the cake room, because the cake room, it only spawns in when you type the code for the room. So when you type the code for the cake room, it spawns in. Once you get the code, so that big code, you need to go on the broken bridge and walk right through the wall behind 2 trees next to the house. And there you will see a sky base or a sky house, whatever you want to call it. But when you find it, you need to go in the house, and inside it, it will have a keypad. And on that keypad, you type the big number you got in. Once you've typed the code, you should hear a money sound effect, from which you've heard on the clock last time. And once you hear it, you reset, and there should be a random developer melee. The code for the sword only works for you, and it has a one-time use of every day. So using other person's code won't work. The code will eventually change, and when the day in the UK changes, you can get another life. That's pretty much is what we have at the moment in the event. Make sure to check Lee Owner's channel. He helped me a lot making this video possible. Without him, I wouldn't be here. His channel is in the description. Like and subscribe and have a good day. I'm a good now. Bye.